Another thing, when I'm working with a couple, I will always ask them what their budget is, what their guest count is, and then we'll kind of allocate what vendors we prioritize first. Especially when you're working with a tighter budget, like you have to feed your guests. So, starting out with your catering companies, because that's going to be the most expensive thing that you pay for, and then going into rentals. Obviously, people have to be fed. People also have to have a place to eat that food and sit. So, those two things are usually the most costly items that you have to rent and put deposits down. So starting with those and then kind of understanding where you can allocate the remaining budget. And then I always recommend it, unless you have like a specific vendor that you're wanting to work with, like a certain photographer, and you don't want them to get booked up, I would always start with like catering, then rentals, then maybe go into photographer and kind of like trickle down vendors that way. A good rule of thumb is to have the majority of your vendors at that 6 month mark, especially if you are in a city where vendors go really quickly.